Hello there everybody, this is Graham, going to Collect 75 and welcome to a Transformers custom sort of video. And in this video I'm going to just show you some of the customs that I've done over the years. I haven't done too many of late, I just do not have the time or the money to spend on it really as much as I used to, and especially the time more than anything. So anyway, so I thought I'd just do a quick video of some of the ones. Now you may have seen a custom one that I'd done kind of on my G1 wheeljack with the orange translucent sort of like windscreen and everything. Now that was a very basic custom that I done, and it was more really just to see how things would look, because like I said in that video, I cannibalized a KO, or was it an old one? I can't remember, that's so long ago. Yeah, I cannibalized an old KO or old wheeljack for the parts, so I didn't really care if I messed them up or not. But so then from the success that I had, relative success, I thought I'd venture out and try and do my own sort of like Generations figures. So I started with this. Now this is, actually I haven't done anything to this really. This is just my Generations Reveal the Shield Tracks, and he's quite a good figure. I like the figure, but I saw the potential to make him into other figures, and as will come, and now he's a really good figure. This is back when Hasbro were making good figures. I'm sure today, if this came out today, it would be hollow. It would be not a very nice figure. But there we go. Or it'd have some silly gimmick. Well, obviously, I think they did. Did they make Tracks a Combiner Wars figure? I can't remember. But either way, and obviously it was a great figure because I used it quite a few times for other figures like Runabout and Run Amok and everything, which I still do want. I'm not paying the prices for them. But there we go. Anyway, right. So I did very little apart from putting a nice big Autobot logo and take that other one off there. So we're going to come back to the back, but I used this as a base mold for one of the two others. Now the next one I done was this. This was just your ordinary bog standard Generations wheeljack, which is still for me the best one. I don't really like the Combiner Wars one. All I've really done on here, I added a few bits. I think this red bit here, I think I had to cut out a sticker, put that on. I think these Alitalia ones I used from a Generation 1 Repro label set that I bought, just to give him a bit more of a G1 feel, and a few other little stickers that I just put on and everything. I think the biggest one that was the hardest sort of like I had to do was the 539 on the side, because I couldn't find any stickers really that I liked or would fit, or they were too big. So I had to make my own. And then ones I used there, you know those ones, the transfer sort of like you can get where you put the transfer down and then you get a pen and you rub over the letter or the number and it transfers onto whatever you're doing it. I had to use them. So I had to do it in reverse order. I had to do that onto a bit of paper or sellotape and then stick the sellotape over the top. Was it sellotape I used or some sort of... Oh no, I think I had some clear Repro label stuff that was from a set, and I managed to get that, and I'd put that over it. It was, and then cut it out. It was a bit contrived, but it worked really well. As you can see, it worked very, very well, and it came out very well as well. And I did that on both sides. I was thinking of doing it there, but I just liked the logo there, so I left it. I think the only thing I did was actually, I think I painted up the head slightly. I gave him like the blue little mouth bits, whatever you want to call them, off the side of his head. So there's that one. And then the next one I did was this. Actually, I think I might have done this one next. I cannot remember. I think I did this next, but I'm going to show this one first. This is my Generations Molbor wheeljack. I painted the wheels on this. I really like the red because obviously the original red car had red rims and everything. I was thinking of doing that with this guy because the original car on this had red rims, but obviously the G1 didn't. Toy version, that is. So I was umming and ahhing, but I thought, well, these are wheels that you can't take off. They're riveted on. If I do that, I ruin the whole figure. And these weren't cheap at the time. I don't know how much you can find them for now. But they weren't cheap and they weren't easily swappable parts over on them. So in the end, I just decided not to. They come out really well on this one. But again, I was just too worried how it would look. I think it would look pretty cool because the original car looked great with the red rims from the pictures on the internet that I saw. Obviously, I had to tape it all up. It was hard making sure I got it exact. Like, I mean, I'm pretty certain that's exact. Just the way I was doing it and the way it came out around the sides and everything. I had to it was literally hard. I taped everything right on those seams up there, all around there, to cut out of a scalpel. Sprayed it grey first, so I primed it, and then went over with this red. I had to do the red about 3 or 4 times, and hopefully it wasn't going to bleed under the sellotape that I'd used to mask it up with. I used blue translucent paint on the windows. Did it on these rockets down here as well, and then coloured the exhausts in nice and silver colour, which really worked really well. Now I'm not going to show the head because they're a pain in the arse to transform these toys, but I'll show you the head that he has. I bought this, which is the Molbor custom head kit, which works really well. You know, I've got this at Auto Assembly 2012. I don't think I went to Auto Assembly 2012, but I might have bought it off eBay from someone who did go. So that's the custom head that it's got on it. Don't know if you can see it in the wheeler bag, but that's what the head looks like. And you can paint it up yourself, do whatever you want with it. And it was a really good head. Now, this figure here, this is a custom slicer that I made. And I really liked it. I used a Trax mould. It was the first one I did, and it came out so successfully, apart from 2 little bits here. Can you see the black stickers that I put? When I say it, I had to make sure it didn't bleed, because this is where I didn't do it properly. And I think it's here. You can sort of see it sort of raised and a bit bobbly. I had it all taped up around here, but obviously I didn't, not very well. I used this orange paint and it bled under it, and I didn't know it at the time, but it bled all the way under here and it wouldn't come off, so I had to do that. But I had to put another one on the other side just to keep a bit of symmetry going. But it worked really well. I really do like it. I like the black that I used. I think the orange worked really well. I think there was another issue slight. I don't know if it's going to show it up too well here. Just here. It is, so you can see it's a little funny there. I don't know what happened there. I can't remember now. I painted the rims black. I think the black rims really do make this car stand out. I really liked it. The 935 is obviously just reversed the 539 off Wheeljack there. I thought it was kind of a nice little thing there. I painted the inside of the windows orange, just because I thought they looked kind of cool like that. Redone the rims, not the rims, the exhausts. And of course, on the head, I painted the head up different as well. Though I'm not going to show it. I really should, shouldn't I? But I cannot remember how to transform the bloody thing. Let's see if I can get him out. Oh, there we go. Oh, there we go. You can sort of see the head in there. So anyway, so there's his head. You can see I painted all the silver bits gold. I painted his little mouth gold. And of course, I gave his little ears the orange translucent paint because they were just clear translucent. I had to swap the head over from this Wheeljack. I used the head off this one to put on him, which was really handy, which is why I needed another, which was why I had a spare Wheeljack to make this guy. Yeah, I think getting the head off was a pain in the arse, I can tell you. I actually did a lot of more work on inside, as you can see on the arms here. I had to paint bits grey because like the original toy had grey forearms and everything. So I did that. It actually came out looking pretty good for like a Generation Slicer. Right, so I'm going to put this back. Hopefully it will go back together. I've got to be really careful with these figures because this paint does scratch off amazingly easy. Actually, I think these arms have to go up here, don't they? Like that, they fits into there and then they come down. Is that right? I can't bloody remember now. It's been so long since I transformed these guys. There we go. That's it, there we go. And then that comes down and locks into place. I say that. There we go, and they lock into place just there. Now, I did, oh, I almost forgot to show these. I did do some extra custom bits as well. Because if you remember his old Action Master suit that he had, it was like one of those old, is it Bodicea, with her chariot with all the spikes coming out the side. So what I did was, I got some old plastic that I was using, painted it out black, cut them out to make them look like those spikes that he had on his original Action Master bodysuit. And then I did it so you can jam this bit into here, and it should stay, like so. Come here, you. And you can jam another one into there. It did work really well. And then suddenly he's got these spinning, except that one don't stay there too well. But if you're just leaving them on the side, it looks very effective. You can just jam them in there. Oh, getting eight bloody things. There we go. So if you just have it down like that, it looks very effective, apart from that one doesn't want to stay in. But this one seems to be all right. There we go. So you can see it driving it down the road and would take some people out. Again, they don't stay in there brilliantly, but, you know, as me trying on my own. And then I bought this off Shapeways. I've been trying to paint it up, but I don't think it went too well, to be honest. I should have just left it with the teeth, really. I went round on here. It's this really weird sort of plastic that you can get off Shapeways. What I might do is I'm going to paint this fellow up again because I'm not really happy with it. How I painted it out, I think it looks awful, to be honest. But he's more like a Target Master chainsaw, which was great, I thought, to go with him. And he's a 5mm peg. He will hold him in his hand. I was going to try and drill a hole somewhere on him, so you could have him in chainsaw mode. Just like around here, to turn him over. He's got a very simple transformation. He's all on ball joints as well. You got to be careful about bloody breaking the bloody thing. There we go. So he's a little bit tight. He needs some of the joints tightening up with a little bit of polish or whatever. But I was thinking of just having him on the side, something like that, or on the off, so you could put him on the back, so he could go around cutting people's knees down and everything like that. Or maybe it would fit in there. I don't know. No, but that'd be quite cool, wouldn't it? I just thought, but he definitely will hold him in his hand as a chainsaw, and I thought that was just perfect. So anyway, right, so this has been Graham, the Collector 75. I hope you like this sort of like custom show-off video. Maybe they're not as perfect as I was always hoping, but I really enjoyed doing them. Right, so anyway, this has been Graham, the Collector 75. Now you can follow me on Instagram, where I've posted pictures of these guys. Yeah. Or you can also, if you can support my channel using the links below. Right, I'll see you next time. Bye for now.